we're going to give a demonstration of Premier Veneer Plaster 3000. It's an extremely user-friendly product for not only the professional, but also could be used by a non-professional. For this demonstration, we want to color the product, and we'll show you one method how this can be done. Ultimately, we will achieve a faux finish.
What we'll do is we'll add the material to the water that has the color already in it, so that the color is in the water first, so that it disperses through the material a lot easier and quicker and mixes more thoroughly. And then we just add material to the top of the bucket after you put your gallon of water in. And if you need a little bit more water, you can always add water. It's easier to add the water, a little water at the end, than it is to have too much water and get the material too wet. So you want to always make sure you can leave a little bit of room to add a little bit of water. You should basically get a bucket of material out of a sack. You should be able to mix a full bucket. And each color pack is designed to work with a sack of material. So one color pack per bucket or sack, whichever, however you want to say it. Mix, you want to make sure that your consistency on your mud is the same so that the color comes out. You want to mix it to about like a creamy frosting type consistency, so that it stands just a little bit but not too wet. You don't want it to lay back down, but you don't want it too thick either. So it's got to be like a frost.
So it took approximately, Carl, about a gallon and a quart?
Yeah.
About 1 1/4 gallon, little approximately, to get it to where we want it.
Correct.
Per 50-pound bag. 50-pound bag will get you approximately about 8 yards, about 72 square feet. Put our pail.
Now we're going to go spread our wall.
So we got our mud that's already been mixed, color integrated from our color pack. And now obviously what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to get to spreading the mud a little bit here.
Go this way. Some people like it just a little bit looser. Some people like it a little bit stiffer like this here. It all works really good. The main thing is you want to try to be as consistent as possible so your color is consistent throughout the project. Now initially the first coat goes on thin. It's called what we call in the trade a scratch coat. We put it on thin. It covers the wall, and then we come back after we get a thin coat on it, and then you double it up and make it all nice and flat and consistent.
What we're coating right now is basically an old an office wall that was typical, traditional, just a spackle shaping mud. They came in, shot it, and textured it. Came back with a latex paint and just painted it. Characteristic about this material, pvp3000, is we can go right over a painted surface. And as long as the surface is clean, and typically what we recommend is it's clean to the point that it's ready to. Again, you were going to put a quality paint job, you would clean it, TSP it, it's not a bad idea, but just prep it like you were going to take and be conscientious again about putting a good quality paint job. That's all the primer that you need, it's ready to go. So now after the initial scratch coat was put on, we let it take up just a little bit. Not really necessary, you could actually double it up. We took a little bit of a break, but only the time that it took to mix another pail of color. Unlike many veneers where you're concerned about how thick you can go, we know that this material PVP, we can actually go, anywhere from 1/4 inch, 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch, and actually it's used in many instances to patch. We've seen applications where actually we can go up to a 1/2 inch thick and not have any cracking or check cracking. So it's a wonderful product to use also for patching in the event that you were just going to patch out after a window or door replacement or some kind of a crack or what have you that you may have in your actual existing wall. Also, what can be done with this material is we could sand it. So in the event that maybe it's a little bit coarser, we have a little edge, we just come back with some nice 150 grit, fine sandpaper, just kind of knock down the edge and what have you. In particular, where it's color integrated and or to be painted, not a problem. For production work, we also could come back and put this through a hopper gun, and this could be shot on and machine applied. PVP can be mixed in a conventional plaster mixer. So in the event you got a large crew running, you're going to do volume as far as production, a lot of wall space or what have you covering to do on the inside, it can be mixed in a conventional plaster mixer. This particular wall, we definitely want to give it some character. We like to get the effect as far as modeling and what have you, and to get that, we're going to throw some water on it and kind of burn it down and bring out that discoloration. This color is rich in a lot of color, and so we want to draw it out. The water will help us do that. We ultimately decided to go with an old world look. We gave it a pretty heavy texture. The left cat phase, as you can see there in the visual. And the cleanup, peeled the tape, ultimately returned 2 days later to see how the color was drying out for us. And color integrated, depending on the temperature within the room, sometimes you're looking at 2 to 3, 4 days ultimately to dry out.